All right. Well, hello everyone. My name is Sierra of with C.Jones. Welcome to Sipn. This is episode 3. I'm going to be tasting 2 wines tonight with Takera Gholson, Flights and Foods. So she will be joining me in just a second or a minute. But just to let you know, we are going to be tasting 2 wines from the Sun Goddess wine collection, which is Mary J. Blige's selection of wine. There's 2 of them. There are some others, but these are the ones that we are trying. We're going to start with the Sauvignon Blanc, and then we are going to go into the Pinot Grigio Ramato. So just a little bit about me. I am a blogger on Instagram. I love food, wine, traveling. I am a social worker by profession. And so, hi Takera. Takera's here, so she should be joining in a second, I think. I'm waiting to see the thingy. It's not coming. I don't know. Are you trying to join? Nope, there we go. On now. So excited. Come on, come on. Yay! Hey.
Hey.
Oh my God. I was like, please let this work. Because I don't know, I can't.
Yeah, I pressed the thing, but you said, "Oh, I don't know." So
Right, it wasn't there until I saw it just now. So I was just introducing myself and explaining what wines we'll be drinking. I already have mine uncorked and poured because I was not about to let myself look stupid on camera.
I know that's what I was trying to do. Okay.
Right. So, Takera is with Flights and Foods. She has her own blog, and please just tell us and everyone what you're about, what your platform is, who you are.
Hi. So I'm Takera Gholson. My platform is Flights and Foods. So I try to display pretty much different foods on my travels because we travel all the time. Maybe outside of right now, probably like 3 or probably at least 4 times out of the country a year, and then several short, like long weekends throughout the year around the U.S. And so on those travels, I like to try different kinds of food I've never been exposed to before. So I thought a good way to share that with people is through my blog. And since now I'm basically in DC full time, I just try to share about Black-owned businesses in the area. I really focus on any kind of small businesses, so like little mom and pop shops and things like that. So I like to try to do what I can while I'm home. So that's really what I'm focused on right now.
Mm-hmm. And Takera is legit, okay? I feel like she's being very humble. Takera is awesome. She's literally my go-to. Don't be coming to her for everything because I've claimed that spot already. So like literally any question I have, you're always like you actually answer with valuable information that I can use and implement. So that's awesome. One of the reasons why I asked you to be here. I kind of wish we were tasting bourbon, but you know.
I know, right?
So the first wine I thought we would try is the so again we're trying the Sun Goddess collection. The first one is the Sauvignon Blanc. This is Mary J. Blige's wine collection. It's actually from Fontenelle Winery, which is owned by Marco Fontenelle, and it's in the northeastern region of Italy. So. And he basically was like, Mary J. Blige called me and said, I want to make wine. And he was like, well, I couldn't turn her down. And I think that would have been dumb. So I'm tasting it. And basically, just to go backward a little bit, the whole point of Sipn, it kind of started by accident. So I tasted the wine, the Black Girl Magic wine from the McBride sisters. Mm-hmm. And I learned that there are over 100 different wineries that are owned by Black people or winemakers who are people of color. And I thought, it'll be really cool just, have a show where I'm just sitting tasting wine made by Black people or made in wineries that are owned by Black people. So that's how this started. Now we're on episode 3. Episode 2 was ridiculous. We're gonna keep it a little we're gonna keep it a little kosher this time,
Break it down a little bit.
Gonna bring it down a notch. So I'm kind of nervous for this, Takera. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
Because I don't taste the wine before this show.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what this tastes like. And I've gotten mixed reviews, so I'm a little nervous. But I will try to pull, if I don't like it, I will try to pull as many positives as I can, because not all wine is for all people.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that some people may like things that I don't. It does smell nice. When I took the cork out, I was like, that's pretty nice. I was like, it may be a little sweet, but we'll see. So how do you taste wine when you taste it?
So wait, let me pour, because I just opened mine. Get a nice pour. I do a little swirl.
Yep. I'm using red wine glasses. My other one's broke.
So I put kind of my whole head over, like you want to put your nose over the glass and smell it first.
I smell. What do you smell?
What do you smell?
I'm smelling all kind of fruit in here.
Right.
Peach.
I do smell great.
It smells like the pit of a peach to me.
The pit of a peach. You're right. Like not the fruit.
Yeah, like it's not the peach.
It smells like not like super overpowering, but you do smell it. Yeah. And then I kind of lean back and then like put my nose over from like here and smell it from here.
Oh, you're fancy. Is this how you taste bourbon too?
No. I went to, so in the DC area, she's called the Wine Lady. If you follow her page, she had a wine class that I went to, and she said that's how you do it. She said that's how you do it, because you smell differently when you smell over the top of the glass, and then you smell something different when you just smell like this.
Okay.
And so I smell like a lighter smell, like more fresh, like flowers maybe.
It is different. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a different kind of smell versus like putting your head over than just like right under your nose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So go to her page, because I think I remember.
I know. I wrote it down.
How we supposed to do it. So I'm gonna just go with that.
I'm learning new things each time I do this. Okay.
You smell new things each time? You think you're smelling new things each time?
I did. No. I'm learning like new things about tasting wine each time I do this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then you sip it, right? Don't swallow it. Like swish it around. Don't swallow it.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna laugh at the next part. Okay, so you hold it in your mouth, and do you go like pierce your lips together? And then taste it. Yeah, like I don't know if you're supposed to do kisses, but
I don't know what I just did, but
kind of like that, and then you like feel it like pretty much on all parts of your tongue.
Yeah.
So how do you like it?
So it is sweet to start. The finish, I'm not a fan of. I don't know what that is, but I'm not sure if I'm.
After a few seconds, right?
Yeah.
It's like maybe it's like a little bit bitter.
Yes, that's a good word for it. So it's like at the beginning you get the sweetness, and then like the longer it sits and settles, it's like, all right. So this is like one of those just keep sipping.
Right, and then take a sip and then swallow and see. Right.
So hello everyone who some people have joined and left, but that's fine. Hello to everyone. I'm Sierra with C.Jones, and then we have Takera here, Flights and Foods. We are tasting Mary J. Blige's Sun Goddess wine collection. We started with the Sauvignon Blanc. Realize that it's nice on the nose. It starts off pretty sweet with a little bit of bitterness at the end.
And yeah.
Maybe that's your thing. I'm not too big on sweet wines in general.
Oh, so you like a dry?
Yeah. So I prefer more mid mid semi sweet to dry. And this is reminding me of like a Riesling or Moscato.
Really?
Even though I have had Moscato that was not sweet, and it was good.
Yeah, I like Rieslings can be sweet too, but there are drier Rieslings as well.
Yeah, which is kind of I guess it really depends on where. Okay, so I actually think there is a reason for this, and I because I did a little background research on the where this wine came from, and apparently it's in between two rivers, and so the sediment, it sort of adds a minerality to the wine. I don't know if that's what I'm getting.
So maybe that's what's at the end that we're tasting.
I think that may be it. And so what I found interesting about this, so the harvest season just finished. So they were talking about how this particular vintage that they're aging right now to be bottled for the next, when it comes out, probably like 2022, was different because the weather was weird and probably will continue to be weird. So the yield was smaller, but it made the grapes more rich. So I would be interested. I actually don't know what year this is, but it would be interesting. 2019. Right. So a year. So just like a year difference. So I guess this will be available. It says it's dry, but it will be interesting to see, the difference between this wine and the next wine because of the difference in the weather and the grapes. Hi everyone who's joining. Hi Megan. Mama Martin is here. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone who is here. Sierra and Takera here, Sipn. I love that name. Hey Lauren! Oh my gosh. That's one of my coworkers. We were talking earlier and I honestly didn't think she would come, for real. Oh my god. Hey. All right. So Takera.
Yes.
I have questions.
Not questions.
Why is my mom here? Mom, you were supposed to be at your birthday dinner.
Hey, Mom.
Oh my God. She is probably sitting at the dang table watching this. She's hoping to make sure she has some wine when she gets here. Mom, you will enjoy this. This is definitely your type of wine.
She gonna have the rest?
She will have the rest of this. No, you don't have to worry about me drinking the whole bottle like I did last episode. So tell me a little bit about this night owl nature of yours.
You just feel like you just calling me out. I don't know. So I was born at night. I think maybe like 10:30 p.m. or something like that. But I've just always been a night person. Ever since I was little, I love just staying up watching TV. So I might tell my age, but I would definitely stay up until TV went off. So
when all the programming was done for the night.
Yes. So yeah, that's telling my age. But yeah, I would definitely stay up until the TV went off and then, just wake up the next day. And if it's the weekend, I would sleep till 12 or whatever time. And then I still kind of do the same thing, except I'm an adult, so I have more responsibilities. So I try to get up a little bit earlier. But yeah, on the weekends it's 9 or 10.
No,
9 or 10 for me.
No, weeknights, y'all. I don't fuss, but I'm forever in her DMs talking about how crazy she is, posting stuff. It's 11 something. I'm old, okay?
11 is not even late. 11 is not even late.
I be struggling. She decides she want to post all the good stuff 11:30 at night, and I just happen to be awake for some odd reason.
Because what I like to spread my stories out to make sure I try to stay at the top of mind of folks.
Mhm.
So I'm not posting 20 stories at the beginning of the day. I try to spread them out. I try to do at least an hour apart, unless it's
Mhm.
like a nice series that I'll batch together. If it's not like a series, then I spread it out
Yeah.
probably at least an
And
hour.
all the good ones will come after midnight, before 3 o'clock in the morning, just so you know.
Honestly,
But please follow her, because the content is great. It's just gonna come late at night.
that helps because I want to, really represent all my fans across the world,
Yeah.
so I try
But it
to
also
put out
helps
stuff
because
at different
then
times.
you're pretty much at the beginning of everyone's stuff in the morning when they do wake up. Like me,
Exactly.
I woke up at 4:30 this morning. So you were probably just going to bed. Um, you know.
Maybe.
So there have been times when I woke up for the day and you had just like posted for the night. And it was like, okay, this is
Yes.
kind of all right. So in our first conversation, I was just starting to do this whole Instagram thing. I hadn't been on Instagram. Hey Whitley, hadn't been on Instagram in 3, almost 4 years, and decided I wanted to, be more serious about my page. And I don't know how I ended up on your page asking you for help, but I did. And I've scheduled 30 minutes, an hour maybe for us to
Yeah,
talk
something
on
like
Zoom,
that.
and we talked for
Like 3
3 hours.
hours, yeah.
3 whole productive hours.
Productive hours.
So it
Productive.
was productive. Like, if we weren't like, it was like, yeah, we would laugh and giggle, but the whole time she was just like giving me all of these gems that I use, and hopefully it's apparent. But that's why I'm saying Takera, she's the GOAT. Like,
I'll try.
like so much.
Now I'm sharing on my other page, but we might talk about that later. So
Yes, they'll be trying to.
nah.
Mm. Okay. Do I want to finish this?
You don't have to.
What do you think about this?
It's not. It's not something I would buy.
Right.
Like after I tried it, it's probably not
Mm-hmm.
something that I would buy, just because of the aftertaste or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. But I like had it not had that like aftertaste, it would have been fine.
It would be okay. Yeah. So just full disclosure for you all. Last time I did some wines, and they were fairly well, they were definitely more expensive than these bottles. They were more the $40 to $60 range. This wine is $19.99 a bottle, and it's widely available at Total Wines, or you can order it from the website. So I mean, nothing against the cheaper wines, but there are going to be some drawbacks to the cheaper wines. If you're like into, $20 or less, go for it. Just know that there's going to be that little aftertaste at the end.
And I mean, it's just about like what you like and then finding good ones. Because I like apothic wines.
Yeah,
I think they're like under $30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna move on to the next one. Actually,
Not finished. I don't waste wine. Cheers.
I feel like I
look like to finish because I finished.
I feel like I look like you eating that oyster, like picture that you always have. You. That's what I look like just now.
You did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, just for the people who are joining, my name is Sierra. I'm with C.Jones, and we have Takera here, Flights and Foods. Please follow her. She's amazing. She's a great food blogger and loves to travel. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to travel again. And this is Sipn, episode 3, and we are drinking Sun Goddess wines, which is Mary J. Blige's wine collection out of Fontenelle Winery, which is in Italy. We just tasted the Sauvignon Blanc. Smelled good. It was nice. Smelled nice and sweet, fruity, a little floral, depending on which direction you're smelling from.
Mm-hmm.
And it tasted okay at the beginning. It did taste okay at the beginning. We were talking about the little bitter aftertaste at the end.
Right.
But, you know, it's definitely an affordable wine. Definitely recommend you try it just to see it's available at Total Wines. So now we are going to try the Pinot Grigio Ramato. So Pinot Grigio is a white wine, but this one you can tell has a little kind of a rosé
Look like
color.
a rosé,
And that's
yeah.
because they leave the skin of the grapes on. So I actually don't know what that does, but apparently it keeps the essence of the grape.
She said it leaves the essence of grape, but the last one had an essence of grape also. So
Yeah, but I think these grapes are like have the green skin on it. Does it matter? They take the skin off of this one. We're gonna act like we know what we're talking about
I
here.
know.
They take the skin off. They keep the skin on, so it looks rosé-ish.
And we'll just put a disclaimer in the notes that we don't know what we're talking about.
No. I like tasting wine. I'm not an expert on wine. Let's be clear.
Same.
And Takera is green down here, okay? All right, so we have a few new people. Hi, I'm waving. I'm saying hello to you all. C.Jones with C.Jones. Takera, Flights and Foods. Follow her. I'm going to keep telling y'all to follow her because she's legit and she does amazing things. And I have more stuff I want to talk to her about. So we're going to, I already have mine poured, so I'm going to do the swirl. You swirling?
No. Okay, hold on.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out if I could like share in my stories while I was live, but I guess I can.
I think you can. Can you?
I don't know. I pressed something and it didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, if you hit the same little arrow button.
Maybe because you're like controlling it, you can, but I can't.
Oh, that's weird. I don't want you to. You got more people than me.
Because I have more people than you. Oh
man, you about to be swiping up on us in a second, man.
I don't know where my people been at. I don't really smell anything. What do you smell?
Hold on. It's like it's definitely completely different. Hey Emma.
I feel like I gotta pour some more because I don't smell. Hey Emma, girl. Thanks for joining.
Right. Oh, see, she's both of our people. Look at her. I don't know what I smell.
It smells like a rosé to me. It just smells clean. I don't really smell like any fruit. Yeah, you're not really smelling anything, right, Steve?
Like I literally am smelling cool air.
Right.
Because when I it's just like cool air.
I feel like I'm smelling the same thing, and I keep pouring a little bit more to see.
Right, I'm just swirling and swirling, trying to open it up a little bit more. Is this gonna taste like something? Okay. Microclimate. Okay, the bottle's not helping me at all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't get much, y'all. So we hope
we both look great, Takera.
Thank you.
Take a moment to accept our shine. Yes. You know, big hair don't care. Thank you so much for the compliment. You're so sweet. Okay. Taste. I'm tasting. Did you taste already?
I didn't. I like it. It kind of tastes fruity.
It does taste fruity.
It's like real smooth.
It's smoother than the Sauvignon Blanc.
Right. Definitely.
It doesn't have that kind of aggressive aftertaste. I still don't know what I'm tasting though.
I feel like a little bit of strawberry.
Strawberry?
Do
you grow strawberries? Do you grow strawberries?
I don't grow strawberries.
Oh, new crop. Also, Takera has a garden and she grows like jumbo cucumbers.
My
in case
cucumbers
anything.
did come out good. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a grass expert. You know.
My husband is the grass expert. He just makes me do the work around.
She is forever. I feel like you're forever doing something outside. I'm just like, what does your yard look like? Like, I feel like it's like this oasis.
Oh my gosh, I'm not. I mean, he's always doing something outside.
Why? Hold on. Why are you saying, "Oh Lord"? I promise this is not going to be as amped up as it was last time. She is. Look. Oh my gosh, she is prepared.
Michelle. It's not. I got a
Yes.
bedtime. We not. We not gonna be here for 2 hours cutting up.
We're not going to be here for 2 hours. I promise. With something.
Cutting up, kikiing, or whatever region you are, wherever you call it. We not gonna be doing that forever.
You done created a whole hashtag from the last one. Talking about the sweater vest.
I don't have a
Hey,
sweater.
I'm gonna be able to let that down. Okay.
No bedtime.
I'll be able to. I'll drink. Okay, I'm gonna sip on this one while we talk.
Yeah, I feel like this is not.
I
The
prefer
flavor's not as harsh. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's smooth, like over my tongue. I really like that.
Yeah.
I still taste.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would choose this over other wines, but if I was in a pinch and I saw this,
not in a pinch.
I would probably, like, yeah, it's all right. If I don't really care, I just want some wine.
Yeah, like if you just going to a picnic, you just want to sip all day.
This is a good picnic wine. Oh, you know what? Look, she calling us out. Lord, yeah, thank you for all of the new people who are on. This is Sierra. I'm with C.Jones, and we have Takera from Flights and Foods, and we are tasting Sun Goddess wines, which is Mary J. Blige's wine collection. First, we tasted the Sauvignon Blanc, and now we are currently sipping the Pinot Grigio Ramato, which I think we both have a preference for. So I'm going to continue sipping on this one while we chat. We are not going to be here for another hour and a half, contrary to Michelle and her expectations based on episode 2. It is, you know what? It is a beautiful bottle. It literally looks like a record.
Yes, I love the gold.
Yeah,
nice.
Yes. So it's a beautiful bottle. So I don't know if I want to ask this question.
Why? You just want to open yourself?
I don't talk about this on my page, and I feel like you don't talk about this on yours either. But I'm curious. What do you think about the what's going on with the election?
In general.
Yes, give a general.
In general, it's frustrating just because I feel like progress is being held up right now, especially as, the numbers increase for the number of cases. It would make sense to have somebody hit the ground running on, keeping people safe and what we need to be doing next instead of the current state we are in, which is kind of going back to phase 1 in some places. Or sticking to phase 2 or lessening restrictions or increasing restrictions rather. We don't really have a lot of direction right now because I feel like we're in a standstill. It's not fair to, the regular people out there.
I agree. I definitely think that, like you said, it's frustrating. I'm gonna keep this general too, because again, I don't talk about this on my page, and I don't talk about it for a reason. I just think, if nothing else, you can't deny what's happening in this country. And there has been an election, and a winner was announced and acknowledged by most people, and there should at least be some sort of coordination and collaboration to make sure that there's a seamless,
transition,
exchange and transition. So I'm going to say about that. What do you think about people who post because I've seen this a few times, and I was like, I kind of felt some type of way. I've seen a few people post about how people or influencers. I don't feel like I'm just here, you know, how people who have a following on Instagram sort of have an obligation to talk about politics. And if you aren't doing that, then you're doing something wrong. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have seen it. Well, I've seen several people comment on it. I think from the people who the obligation has been put on, saying that this has been happening to them. Like people
Mm-hmm.
coming into their DMs saying that they need to talk about, you need to talk about Thanksgiving. You need to make a post about Thanksgiving. What if I don't like turkey? I mean, why do I have to make a post about Thanksgiving? Like, whatever the thing is, like, each person is their own person. That's, to me, like saying every celebrity needs to speak out about everything, and they don't really have to.
Yeah.
Um, and at the end of the day, it's social media. Like,
Right.
I'm not a role model for everybody in the world. I'm not a role model for your children or you. If you understand or recognize that there's an issue that needs to be brought to light, then you have all the rights in the world to be able to do that. You know, because if you DM me, then you obviously have an account. So you feel free to post it on your account if that's what
Exactly.
you feel.
Yeah. Because obviously you have a following because your post is getting reposted and sent to me. So, you know what? Just say what you have to say, and you can, you know, reach your audience. But for me, I prefer to stay away from that sort of thing. I'm trying to, because, you know, one of the things we talked about when we talked all those months ago,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that long ago, making it seem like years, um, it was, you know, figure out what you want to do and stick with it. You know, if your page isn't about politics, you know,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
think that's
post
the
about politics.
thing. Kind of like when you start talking about something, or at least when you start talking about an issue. And I think it just goes back to kind of June when all the protests started and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. You know, certain people spoke out, and then certain people, it looked like it was just basically for a look,
Yes, because
basically
that was
for
the
attention,
thing
like
to do
everyone
at that
else is
point.
doing it, so I'm going to do it too. So it's hard to tell what's genuine and what's not. And, you know, if you're going to do something, then, you know, do it full fledged, like do it full out. Like if you're going to
Mm-hmm.
say, you know, something matters to you, we shouldn't only hear about it one time. I think
Right.
is the thing that I was saying in terms of being consistent.
Yeah. And we actually do have a question. It's from Michelle. Lord Jesus, help us. Um, how do you feel about celebrities cheers and celebrating Kamala and Joe's win, but not endorsing?
I think that I heard on maybe on the news, or no, maybe it was actually another celebrity that said it, like she didn't like how some people didn't say anything until it was safe. So
That is, yes, that's probably what she's talking about. Like
right,
people,
right,
yeah. So there weren't a lot of endorsements, but once they won, it was like, woo, you know.
right.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, for me, I didn't pay them no mind because I was concerned about my specific vote.
right.
But yeah, I, you know, wasn't really paying any attention. But I was looking more for like endorsements of like whoever I don't support. If you are supporting that person and it's somebody that means me harm, then you're not my friend. And you're not
And that is
somebody that I
so.
want to support or follow. So
That's a good point because that right at this point that's just as equally important as who's endorsing the person you vote for. It's sort of, and just like you say, you sort of pay more attention to that person because it's
right.
like, wait, so you actually don't care about me or my life at
Right.
all.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, because it's a difference between like being indifferent or being in the middle or
mhm,
being proactively towards something that's against what you are for. So,
mhm. All right, Michelle, thank you for the question. Don't ask us no more political questions. I'm done.
thanks, Michelle.
But hey, appreciate it. And again, we have some new people. Sierra, I am eating a cracker, but with C.Jones.
I'm drinking.
And then we have Takera, Flights and Foods down here. Yes, follow her because she's the bomb. That is awesome. No, for real. She has the best page ever. One of my favorite foodies.
Thank you.
Um, and we are tasting Sun Goddess Wines, Mary J. Blige's wine collection. We have the Sauvignon Blanc, We are currently sipping on the Pinot Grigio Ramato, which is pink because they left the skin on, but we don't know anything other than that. And this one is nice and smooth, great for a picnic. Says the queen of picnics.
Yes, I agree.
I've been on one picnic my whole life, so. But I can
I've probably only been on 2.
I feel like it seems like you've been on at least 55.
I haven't. Maybe because you saw like the cheese boards and stuff that
Maybe.
I do sometimes.
But I don't know.
That's just the
That's
city.
right. You don't have to go on a picnic for a cheese board. You just sort of eat that. Like that one you just made, just with the scraps. And I was like, who has dang star fruit just chilling in their refrigerator? Who does that?
Well, I just saw it at the grocery store. And then sometimes, the grocery store doesn't have, fruits that you can't regularly find, like exotic fruits. So once I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this star fruit. And I just like, oh, I'm going to just put it up here. It's going to be cute. And it was cute. So it worked out.
It was cute. It was nice for it, especially with the blood oranges. It was nice. I feel like a stalker. I'll be referencing posts and stuff. I just pay attention. That's all.
That's great.
One thing I can say, if I follow your page, I support your page. I will interact with your page.
I appreciate it.
Just because that's how I am. If I'm too much, just let me know, and I'll be like, all right, I'll leave you alone.
I don't know, like for everybody else, but for me, like if somebody follows me, I look to see if they've even liked like one post. But if they haven't, then it's hard for me to a little bit believe that they really enjoyed the content if they didn't like anything. So.
Oh well, then I'm being certified on your page. Then I'm good to go. Stories, posts, everything.
I appreciate it, and like the feedback is important. Like the same, like we do restaurants. If it's something that you want to see more of, like let me know. If it's something that you, girl, we saw it in your stories, we saw it in your posts that we good, So if it's something that you want to see less of, I appreciate people saying because I want to be of value. Like, so, because in the beginning it was like, let me post random stuff. And now it's like, let me post beautiful stuff and recommendations that I know people will value. And right now it's important for people to spend their money wisely. So I only want to recommend like the best places.
Right. And, oh shoot, no, I don't want to end. Cancel. How'd that happen? Woo. I was about to cut you off. So I think this is going to end up being my trademark question for my lives because it ended so well last episode. What is something that no one in the social sphere knows about Takera?
Oh my gosh.
And I know you haven't been arrested. No sweater vest story here. But what's the best you got?
I don't know that I know. I don't know. I got lost when I was little in New York. So I live in DC, but I'm originally from Long Island, New York, right? And so
I love how you sounded like a New Yorker when you said New York.
I can't say
came out with that one word.
Like, I can't say it any other way. Like, so I'm from Long Island, New York, and then we used to go when I was small, go to the city for the Thanksgiving Day parades and things like that. So I went one year for a Thanksgiving Day parade, and me and my friend were small, and I don't know how old I was, maybe like 7 or 8 or something. And my friend said, oh, I'm cold. And then so my aunt and my grandmother was like, okay, go into the McDonald's, sit there, don't move. My friend was like, I'm warm. I'm ready to go back outside.
I was about to say, y'all move.
We got so lost. And then I think I got a little separated from her. We were standing like in the middle of a crowd of people. And then I was like yelling for my grandmother. I was like looking around. She didn't know where to look. She was just being grown. And so she was just outside and just happy to be back outside. But I was like hysterical looking for my aunt and my grandmother. And I finally see them, like, luckily they were at the front of like the barricade. And I was able to find them. And I was just like, Grandma! Save me! Yeah, I felt so so relieved. I felt so relieved that I got found. But you don't know, like, I don't know if you've seen the parades on TV, but like the Thanksgiving
I've
Day
seen
parade,
like briefly. Yeah, I know they're.
it's like
It's
it's so many people, and I'm so like, yeah, it was by luck that I found her. Like, I'm surprised that I actually found her.
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I'll never forget that story. This was when I was like maybe like 7 or 8 or something.
That's crazy. Okay, 7 or 8, lost in New York City,
Yes.
the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yes. Yes. But
Okay.
yeah, so
I
that's something
actually have a similar story, except I was a full-grown adult.
that you got lost.
I did. I was okay. Out to my credit, I was in Thailand. I was in Thailand. This was a study abroad trip in college, and I like to explore, taste the street food, get my ice with my sweet milk on. And so basically, during the day you have all the street vendors on the street, and I was sort of marking my way based on those street vendors. But it got dark outside and the street vendors went away and I got lost bad. It took me like 2 hours to get back to the hotel that we were staying in.
Wow.
I don't know how I did it, but I was able to talk to people who didn't speak any English. And oh my God, yes, Mom, you've never heard this story. I didn't want to tell you about how your daughter got lost in Thailand. And so I was lost for 2 hours, and I get back to the worst part was I got back to the hotel, and my professor was like, "Oh, you're the first one back. How was your explore?" I was like, "Really?"
You were frantic.
I'm sitting here stressed, and they're like, I was the first one back. Everybody else was still out having a grand old time.
I can't.
I survived. It was kind of, I didn't think about how bad that could be.
Yeah.
Being in Thailand at night, trafficking was real, and just being by myself. But yes, Mom, I survived. I am here at your house right now. So yeah, got lost in Kmart, and Kmart's still a thing. Kmart's are closed now, right? Got lost in Kmart in DC as a child from Southeast. See, we've all been lost, Takera. I feel like you should tell us another one because that's too common. We all get lost.
Oh my God.
Even if we didn't know it, we could guess.
I don't know. Well,
while Takera's thinking about her better unknown story, my name is Sierra with C.Jones on Instagram. If you don't follow me because you're one of Takera's people, follow me. And we have Takera, Flights and Foods. All of my people follow her because she's awesome. And I call her my mentor. She has never acknowledged the fact that she's my mentor, but she is that because she's my go-to, and she actually listens. She seems to care, and So this is Sipn episode 3. We're tasting Sun Goddess wine. It's Mary J. Blige. We started with the Sauvignon Blanc, but we are currently sipping the Pinot Grigio Ramato. So just a little update for everyone who is joining us. My mom is thanking the Lord. So do we have a better unknown story? Because all kids get lost and adults do.
I don't have a good one.
All right, we'll let you slide.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you slide.
I did go to Thailand too.
Talk trash about her in my comments, please.
No, but based on what you said, and then getting lost, somebody said it could have been bad. It definitely could have been bad. The Thanksgiving in New York, in the middle of the city, that could have been crazy.
Yeah, that was my mom.
Now we travel so much, and I'm just we went to Cuba, and I printed everything because I was like,
I want to go to Cuba so bad.
I could understand Spanish enough, but I didn't know, where anything was, how, and I prearranged everything. I printed everything out. I wanted to give us the best chance because if we got lost, I don't know how we was gonna make it. You know, like you said, in
Oh,
a country where you don't speak the language, and or
yeah.
there are not a lot of people that don't speak English. We went to Thailand, we went to Singapore and Vietnam,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
those all,
Singapore.
yeah, those all worked out well. You know, we didn't get lost or anything like that. Thank goodness. Because of apps, and like now when I go on a trip, I would have to print everything because you know at
Hmm.
least I can show somebody something on a piece of paper if I don't know how to say it. You know,
Right. Emma, yes, I would love to go to Cuba, but
not right now.
I'm kind of, I was fortunate enough to be able to go to New Orleans last week. That was fun, but Cuba, probably not. All right, so I have one more question for you. Please tell us all about this lovely new venture that you started. Y'all, I had no idea she had anything to do. I don't even know what happened. I don't know if y'all follow me and I follow back, or if I just happened to stumble across. I don't know how it happened, but
Mhm.
she started a whole new page with Anela Malik, Feed the Malik, and didn't know it was her. So she's gonna tell us about it. She's gonna tell us about it right now. Go ahead.
So my second page is DMV Black Foodies, and it's really I kind of talked through the idea with Anela because I have a lot of information I want to share about blogging. A lot of people ask questions about blogging, about specific things. For me, I found that the foundational information wasn't out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
my regular job is an auditor. That's my day job. That's my 9 to 5. And so I evaluate systems and processes and things like that. My degrees in business. So I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at the foundation. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like, so do you register this as a business? Like, do you have to do taxes? Do I need a bank account? Like, are we getting trademarks? Like, how does work? And nobody, like, no other bloggers were really talking about those foundational things. And those are things I wanted to share. And then specifically with Black bloggers, Black food bloggers, I think when I started, I didn't know about a lot of things. And a lot of people don't readily share the information. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's important that we try to help each other as a community and
Right.
just share things because it's not a secret. Like I know things that I can
Mm-hmm.
share with you. They're not secrets. I don't care about sharing them. And I just thought it would be best to have a second page to house all of that information. So it's DMV Black Foodies. And
Yeah.
anybody can join, but we're basically following all of the DMV Black food bloggers in the DMV area. So if people want to reach out to any of you guys, they have a repository where they can find you.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be good. Instead of like just putting everything on my website, I was just like, let me just create another
Yeah.
page. And then that page will be pretty much all about knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
about blogging, about food blogging in specific, working with brands, increasing your followers, your traffic on Instagram and on just other social media platforms as well. We'll probably mention. And I mentioned it to Anela, Feed the Malik. She's my foodie friend here in DC. And she said, you know, she had a similar idea. There's a lot she wanted to share as well. And she offered to like, you know, collab with me on the page. And I was like, yeah, let's just do it together. That sounds good, cool to me. I'm never gonna turn down no help offered. So
Right.
so like let's do it together. Why not? And so it works out really well that we both work on the page. We have a
Mm-hmm.
ton of content to share, but we don't want to
Right.
inundate everybody with
Between the two of you, I'm sure.
right. Like I talked to you for 3 hours about blogging stuff.
But
So,
and it's like having that exactly. So you talk to me for 3 hours about blogging. You
yeah,
can't do that with every single
right,
like blogger, and
right,
just
exactly.
even so far, like in the short period of time that that handle has been live, it's been helpful even after that 3 hour conversation. Because I'm like, yo, that's what's. And now that I know it's you, I'm like, yo, that's Takera wrote that one. Yep, that's her. She did that one. I know. Because that's what she told me. So
Yeah.
yes, there are new people. So I'm Sierra. My handle is at with C.Jones, and we have Takera Gholson down here at Flights of Foods. She is also one of the, what is it,
co-founder, I guess.
Co-founder? You better be a founder. Co-founders of at D&B Black Foodies, where they share a wealth of information. She and Anela Malik with Feed the Malik share a wealth of information on blogging, and it's geared specifically toward D&B Black Foodies. I'm included in that.
Yes.
So
definitely everybody follow the page. You know, if you feel it on your heart, follow us. Because we're gonna start incorporating more, because another one of our missions is to amplify the voices of other Black food bloggers. So we'll be highlighting.
I have a mission.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have a website, aren't y'all?
We do. There's a link in the bio.
You do?
There's a link in the bio. You can thank Anela for that. You can thank Anela for that. She put something together really quick for us, and it has resources for blogging on the website, and then also resources for Black-owned businesses in the area. I have a post called Black-owned businesses with patios, because everybody wants to probably eat out right now, so I have a list of those. So you can find all those resources at the link in the bio. And then tomorrow we'll be highlighting a local Black foodie, so everybody follow.
Oh, y'all highlighting foodies?
Yes.
I'm just playing.
Definitely, that's one of the things we're doing. And then the third mission goal is to really share opportunities. So as we come across opportunities, especially like during the summer, we've been taking along other foodies with us. So if I get an invite somewhere, I always ask the business, like, hey, do you mind if I bring a +1? And usually they do. And then I also disclose, hey, the second person is also a food blogger. So most likely they're going to post about you. And so once you bring somebody along, I also supply the email. So then you're on the list of whoever that PR person is. And so maybe you'll get, invites of your own without us.
Right.
So we try
and I know that was another one of the things that you talked about with me when we had our lovely 3-hour conversation was, creating those relationships with the PR people, right. So that you can, be invited to be, because you be posting about, I'm like, how do I actually even find out about this? Like, but like I said, you about to be swiping up on us, so
I hope so. I just hit 6K, y'all. I just hit 6,000.
She hit that 6K. Will you be starting a mentorship program, like taking 2 to 4 bloggers under your wing instead of
300? I know what you mean.
I already got a spot. However many it is, I'm in there. Just saying.
I mean, I think eventually it will probably be that, because on the D&B Black Foodies, I'm sharing through carousels like quick key steps for you to get done what you need to get done. But these are things that I planned on writing long blog posts about that were in detail.
That's about the on me.
Yeah, and Anela does a lot of teaching too. You trying to get but like we both do a lot of sharing and teaching like in our DMs, and it was like, okay, we can't teach whole lessons in our DMs, so it makes sense to just share key points on the platform, on the D&B Black Foodies page, and then probably share more long form blog posts, and then probably go into mentorship and teaching eventually.
I've been all over the thing. I done DM'd y'all and everything.
Yeah, like, I don't know about Anela, but I was like, I feel like I'm holding on to information that people could use and people could find valuable. So let me just share it as quick as I can, as easy to follow steps, so that you have the information now, and then later on you can read about more detailed steps.
All right. I'm going to ask you one last question, and then I'll let you go. Because this I did post this to the D. Why you gotta sip every time I say I'm gonna ask a question? And you take a long, exaggerated sip too. Like, let me get ready.
I gotta get myself ready.
But it's not crazy, because I DM'd y'all on the D&B Black Food. I still can't believe you just like didn't say that it was you. Like, you see, okay, first of all, Takera is like,
let me just
she's
drop
too
a
cool
little
for her own good.
No.
Like, she don't let this little, like, this, her voice is all mellow and it's been, like, calming and, like, yeah.
Let me just give y'all a little bonus gem right
The
here.
queen of humble here.
So this little bonus gem, our first post in December will probably be about reading. So in the bio, it has the names of the people who run the account.
Don't call me out. Don't call me out, because I was one of those people.
So we'll talk more about that next month.
Oh, that was so shady.
No, I'm just write that.
You definitely did call me out. But you have to click in the bio. You have to click more before you get all that. Okay, I didn't.
You know what?
I didn't do that. I was excited.
Y'all care enough about the community to click more.
Anyway. You know what? See, and this is why I like her. This is why I like her. This right here. This is why we can get along. I can't wait.
You can't wait to come back, can't you?
I can't. You already know. I can't. I'm ready. I'm ready to come back now. I may be back sooner than anticipated. Guys, just putting that out there. So my question that I did pose to DMV Black Foodies, but since you're here,
sure.
Because my whole thing was the past few weeks have been very difficult for me as far as, blogging. Like, yes, I was in New Orleans. Yes. Cool. Fun. But, there's a person behind everything that's being posted. And, I do the lives and the wine, like it's expensive.
Right.
And so I literally was like, how am I going to afford to do my double dose December that is coming? And that is why I asked, the question that I asked the page, basically everyone, is what are the next steps when you can no longer afford to blog for free? Question mark.
Yes, I saw the question. I would say you're cooking every day, so why not just share things you cook at home?
I don't cook every day.
Yeah, mama cooks, somebody cook. So
That's
you
true.
have things to share, and then also specifically with you that might
be pretty.
Honestly, I think you can make it pretty. Like I'll plate a really nice presentation on one plate on one dish, and then like I'll give my husband, whatever. But I'll make like a nice dish for a plate.
You don't even give him a nice plate. Just
I do. I try to give him a nice plate, but sometimes it's like nobody has time. That's the thing about being a food blogger. Nobody has time to wait for you to take pictures. So
that is true. That's true. No, because legit, like with everything in New Orleans, I was like, Mom, if you touch this food before I take a picture, we're gonna have a problem. So don't.
Yes, and then it's a fight. So I try to plate up something decent and give to him first, and then I'll take my 5 or 10 minutes and take pictures of a nicely presented dish or whatever. And even small things like the charcuterie platter. I mean, I don't think you have to be super skilled to do that. And that's something that doesn't take long to do. So, and it seems to get good reception. So I think I'm going to be doing more.
I think people were just impressed that you had blood oranges and starfruit just chilling in your refrigerator.
I love it, and I have a really good idea for a Christmas one. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I don't want y'all to steal my idea, but
she's going to buy produce now, and she's gonna pull it out for a board for Christmas, y'all.
Yes, that's really the thing. I think people often also ask, like, how are you able to continue to do it during the pandemic? Well, prior to the pandemic, I was visiting a lot of restaurants, and I take a lot of photos. So I have an arsenal of photos just there, and I still have a lot of content that people haven't seen. So you can still share old content, and then honestly, you can repurpose content as well. So I do a lot of carousels. So my post might have, anywhere from 5 to 10 pictures.
Yeah.
I can put another picture as the first picture, and then you just think it's like a new post. And people think I eat out every day, but I don't eat out every day. I mean, I eat out like a nice little bit. Like I order
Hey,
in.
Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. Like I order in a nice bit, but I keep content. Honestly, when I was recording the video for the Fruit Star charcuterie board, I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Are you recording right now?" And I was like, "Yes, content. I need content all day, every day. So yes, I'm gonna do this time lapse while I'm talking to you. They're not gonna hear the audio in the background.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I can do my time lapse while I'm talking to you. So really, content is what you do every day. So whether or not it's cooking or related to food, you can really let your audience into your life by showing more of your face, on your feed.
You know what, Takera? I'm sorry. I know I thought as one more question, I'll let you go. But listen, I promise it won't be. This is not going to end up being 2 hours. I promise. We're at 7 o'clock. We're all right. We're all right. Okay. Unless it cuts us off. What's the cutoff time?
I think they extended it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did a poll. Do y'all want to see more of my face? People were like, yeah, but only a little bit.
Really?
But I go to my analytics. They some liars. The post that people interact with, like the most, comment the most on, is the one that don't even have no food in it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like, people will interact more when they see your face, or if they see like your hands in a picture.
Right. I'm like, that's so.
Because they want to see the person behind the platform. Yeah. So there are still things that you can work into your platform that isn't food every day. And honestly, you don't have to post every day. I used to post quotes, and honestly, it didn't get as many likes, but it would get more comments. And that was fine for me because I like the engagement of starting the conversation in the comments. Yeah. So you can add quotes, or you can add some other infographics on your platform as well. So there are other things you can post besides specifically dishes if you don't want to do that. But if you do want to post food, you can certainly do like homemade things. And at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be a whole meal. It could be snacks or whatever.
That's the thing. I don't eat snacks like y'all.
You said you don't like snacks like us. Ain't you eating some snacks? I don't be
eating snacks. Like y'all be legit snacking. And I'm like,
but I feel in my heart that you snacking right now. So I don't know.
What am I supposed to take a picture of me eating a cracker?
You can put some crackers. They was on my charcuterie board. Do you think I didn't take a picture of those Whole Foods crackers? I was like, these are Whole Foods crackers. These crackers are so good, y'all. They have really good crackers. And so
I'm pretty sure these came from the dollar store. Clover Valley. Isn't that Family Dollar?
But if you like it, then we love it because we want to.
They are good.
We want to know we can save on crackers. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with.
They're nice and buttery. They're bigger. They're like Ritz but bigger.
Exactly. So I don't see why you can't post a post about that. And it's not that you even have to post specifically about crackers. You can just put a picture of the crackers and be like, oh, on my downtime, this is what I enjoy. I usually like to sit back and relax and listen to music and just pop crackers in my mouth. By the time I'm finished, the whole sleeve of crackers is gone, y'all. They're so good and buttery, but this is what gives me joy. You know what I mean?
Y'all know I'm about to post about these Clover Valley crackers after this, right? I got my light out. Also, all of my lighting, she told me about all this stuff, y'all. Because, somebody earlier said you have amazing photos, and that is very true. She don't be playing. She got the fancy camera.
Oh, they
everything.
Did. Thank you.
Somebody did call out they complimented your photos earlier.
Thank you so much. I worked on it. I'm still working on it, so I appreciate the compliments.
Yeah. I'll never forget. It was when I first started. You were taking selfies, but it was like on a bridge or something. And you were trying to figure out how to take a selfie with your fancy camera.
Where was it in my stories or on my feed?
Probably. It was probably on your stories, and you were like, I'm just testing out taking selfies, and it was like this perfect photo, and I'm like, go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, Miss Humility right here, you know.
I don't know. No, because I feel like I'm trying. I do feel like it's a lot of stuff I've learned in the past like couple years that I could share. But there is like imposter syndrome. Like nobody feels like they're an expert all the time. But there was a certain point where I was getting questions that I was able to answer. I'm like, this stuff is not a secret, so I don't feel any kind of way about sharing it, and there's no reason why I shouldn't.
Yeah, not everyone. See, Crystal remembers that. She remembers you and your selfies on the bridge. See, we know.
That was
We
a
pay
cute
attention.
one. That was a cute one, but you got to have good lighting. And the sun was nice that day at that time of day that I was trying to get that picture. So y'all
You know
remember
what? I
you have
saw
to have
something
good
earlier,
lighting.
and I'm about to say it to your behind. It's like, I'm gonna give you your flowers. You choose whether or not you want to put them in water. How about that?
Squeeze me.
Accept your compliment.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Right, you're welcome. I'm sorry. Do you know? I don't know Blue and Black Foodie's first name.
That's Danielle. Hey,
Hey,
Danielle.
she's so gorgeous. Oh my God, hi.
Yes.
Okay,
And she
so
put up like
I'm
a beautiful
here.
picture of her face recently. I
Right.
think it was today. You saw it?
Yeah, because she hit what? 2,000.
All right, Jen. All right, Jen.
Hey. Right. We'll be like throwing confetti everywhere. All right, so literally I have a list about this long of
All right,
people
I'm
I
gonna just sip to
actually meet.
Danielle real quick.
Oh, I'm a pour a sip. Okay, let's pour
Wait,
a
I'll
sip.
just pour a little bit more so we can say congratulations to you. Congratulations.
Congrats on 2K with that pretty behind picture you posted today.
I know, it was nice.
She was like, 1K, I'm getting this fancy cake and doing a whole photo shoot. 2K, I'm gonna just look fly. I don't even need no cake.
I know, right?
And then it's not even like 2K. She said like 2,100 something. Like,
Ooh,
right.
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But she be putting in the work. Danielle puts
Yes,
in the
yes,
work.
she does.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah. I like your page as well. So again, my name is C.Jones. My handle is @ C.Jones. We have Takera Gholson down here at Flights and Foods. This was Sipn, episode 3, tasting Sun Goddess wines, one of which was Sauvignon Blanc right here. And then this was the Pinot Grigio Ramato. I prefer the Pinot Grigio Ramato. I think we both do. Actually, I refilled my glass. So it's a little smoother. And I thank Takera so much for coming to sit with me. And I'm sure I'll probably find something else for her to do on my page. And hopefully she says yes. If she doesn't come back on the page, it's because she said no. It's not because I didn't ask. Just, putting that out there. She's going to be doing this for me soon. So please follow her again at Flights and Foods. Also, if you are a DMV Black Foodie or DMV Foodie, please follow DMV Black Foodies. That is the page she co-founded with Anela Malik, whose handle is at Feed the Malik. So I think I hit everything.
Yes, you definitely did. I also have a website, y'all, flightsandfoods.com.
Such a fancy.
Yes, check out my website. I have more long form content on there. And I even have a list of Black-owned businesses with a patio. If you're more keen to eating outside right now, it's chilly, but continue to support restaurants. Y'all have a coat. It's chilly, but y'all have coats. So take a look at my website, flightsandfoods.com, and check out the list of Black-owned businesses with patios.
Yes. Come on, keep talking for like 5 more seconds.
I also put up a new post today. There's a link in my bio for that. Check out my page. Yesterday, I highlighted a Black-owned business that I checked out called Real Nutritious Food. It was real nutritious. I felt real healthy. I'm now realizing when I made the post yesterday, I realized I didn't have any meat in any of my courses, which was really good. The ragu that I had was with mushrooms, and it was delicious.
Oh.
So check out my posts if y'all need recommendations on where to eat around DC. I also do some great roundups of where to eat around the world, especially for oysters. We love those.
Oh God, y'all.
So scroll back through my posts and find what you need. If it's not there, definitely DM me and I can get it to you.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Takera. Follow her. Please, please, please follow her at Flights of Foods. Follow me at with C.Jones if you're not already. And if you are, you know, I appreciate some interaction, you know, like, comment. Oh, look, I interact a lot. And if I follow you, you know that.
I know.
So you can do the same. It's all good. I'm a little weird, you know, but Takera likes me, so I don't care what y'all say. But anyway, thank you again so much for joining.
You're welcome.
And stay tuned. Yes, and stay tuned. This is a monthly series, but for December, it's going to be a little bit different. So I mentioned earlier, I gave a little, you know, hint. It's going to be a double dose. Double dose December is coming. So I'm able to afford that. So y'all better join just in case when January comes, I'm like, whoop, it's no more. So.
And no, I'll send you a DM.
Yes. So Takera's gonna help me not run out of money, which is awesome. And thank you. And we're gonna see Michelle. I don't know if she's still here, but we are going to end this on a kosher, time efficient note. Good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And see y'all next time.
Cheers.
Yes.